678 Facebook. Seguimos eliminando al intermediario. El fenómeno de la comunicación horizontal sigue creciendo a pasos agigantados. En este caso le agradecemos a Nando Ruiz, que subió este excelente material donde podremos ver al filósofo y politólogo referente de cualquier progresista que se precie de tal, Noam Chomsky, reflexionando sobre la actualidad de América Latina.
Remember, the U.S. is a global power, so you can't just look at one region. You have to look what's going on everywhere. For the first time in its history, first time since the Spanish colonization, Latin America is moving towards a degree of independence and also a degree of integration. The history of Latin America is very sharply split between a tiny rich elite and huge poverty, and the rich elite, who are have been the only active ones politically. They were oriented towards the colonial power. It's beginning to change. They're moving towards a degree of independence and towards a degree of integration. And the United States is terrified. As for the economic option, that's being lost too. The most dramatic case perhaps was Argentina. Argentina was the poster child for the IMF, and following IMF rules, it led to the worst economic disaster in its history, totally collapsed. Then, violating IMF rules radically, they pulled out of it and have had rapid growth. And the international investing community and the IMF, which is a branch of the Treasury Department, couldn't do anything about it, even the refusal to pay debt. And Argentina, in fact, the president of Argentina said, well, we're ridding ourselves of the IMF. That means of U.S. economic strangulation.
Inseguridad jurídica, lo dijo el enviado de Barack Obama a Buenos Aires, Arturo Valenzuela.
Valenzuela vino a la Argentina, dijo en una reunión con periodistas ayer, preocupación por la inseguridad jurídica.
Dijo que la inseguridad jurídica que hay en este país es tremenda.
Yo escuchaba hace pocas horas a el visitante, el representante o el secretario de Asuntos Latinoamericanos, que el señor Alberto Valenzuela, decir que había más seguridad jurídica del 96 que ahora. Claro, si lo dices desde el punto de vista que había más seguridad para los grupos concentrados que venían, invertían y se llevaban todo, no tenga duda que tiene razón.
And Argentina, in fact, the president of Argentina said, well, we're ridding ourselves of the IMF. That means of U.S. economic strangulation. And worse, he was helped in that by Venezuela, which bought a large part of the debt. Bolivia is probably doing the same, and Brazil had already done it. Well, you rid yourself of the IMF, meaning the Treasury Department. That's seriously weakening the measures of economic strangulation, and it's worse. A lot of these policies are gaining significant popular appeal.